push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Come on, check.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now Lawrence.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Jaguars nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off in Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
51, back, right.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. One more time with Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Got his man, it's caught. 10 yards out.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Bravo! Hey, Charlie!
To try again after the sack. Lawrence being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Jaguars 7.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
After that run for a first down, I don't know that confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Jackson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The ball mere inches from the white line on.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Jaguars 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, orbit. Hey, block.
Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, exit.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jags are back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 28, Jaguars 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson, option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson now. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own
20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. This time, Jackson will throw it.
And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, There's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Dobbins again on second down. Room here to run. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Jackson's. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. On first down, Lawrence on the move to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Juju Smith-Schuster from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
From the 31, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On play action, Lawrence. Complete on the comebacker here to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards remain for second down. Now Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down,
They run the option here on 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in discipline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Ravens 48, Jaguars 21. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Rolling to his left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Hey, Charlie!
On third down, Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
To the 22-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's second and 8.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Charles, a lot of happy